Hello viewers, today we are going to discuss the main ideas of our 16th topic of the idea builders. Our today's topic is science and technology. Surely it is the most common topic for IELTS examination. If you watch the video to the end, you will have very clear idea of the topic. Please watch the video to the end and pause the videos if it is needed and jot down the main ideas. Let's get started. Today we will discuss the main ideas related with science and technology. It is the 16th topic of our idea builders. Under this main topic we have got some subtopics. Our today's subtopics are internet, computerization, genetic engineering, computer games, nuclear power, mobile phones, space exploration, automation and cloning. At the very beginning, we'll discuss our first topic. Our first topic is the internet. Internet has got some positive impacts. We can state that the internet facilitates the flow and dissemination of information. The internet has changed the quality and quantity of information. It gives us instant access to information on almost any subject. The convenience and speed of the internet helps people gain access to all sort of information. The internet is a great tool for interacting around the world at a relatively low cost. The internet is starting to replace other forms of entertainment. It has revolutionized communication. The internet enables people to form communities in new and unique relationships, as for example, discussion forums. People can easily communicate and share their ideas. And at the end, we can tell that the internet provides many learning opportunities and research activities. So these are the positive sides of the internet. Now we will move to negative impacts of internet. At the very beginning, we can state that the internet, children are being inundated with dangerous information. There are a lot of websites which promote immortality in society. With so many websites, it is difficult to search for authentic information. Copy and paste academic assignments is associated with the availability of the internet. Parents find it difficult to control what their children see online. Loss of privacy is one of the major problems associated with the growth of the internet. Criminals use the internet to steal people's money. The internet addiction causes irregular sleeping patterns. The internet can cause isolation. And at the end we can tell that hacking, spam, viruses, cookies and credit card fraud are other problems related with internet. Now we will move to our next subtopic. Our next topic is computerization. Computerization has got many positive aspects. At first we will look some of them. We can assert that the advantages of computerization include speed, accuracy, adaptability, compatibility and high memory capabilities. Computers have ability to perform complex tasks, as for example performing mathematical, logical and statistical operations. Computers play an important role in storing, presenting and processing data. Computers play an important role in designing and modeling simulated operations and controlling machinery. Computers contribute to higher output. Computers have brought about numerous changes in different sciences. And at the end we can tell that the internet and email are some examples of many features that computers can offer. These are the positive sides of the computerization. Now we look at some negative aspects of computerization. We are becoming increasingly dependent on computers day by day. Computerization can result in downsizing of industries. As a result, it can lead to dismissal of workers. Computerization may lead to higher unemployment rates. Computerization can damage office community and makes jobs more mechanical and soulless. Diminished rapport with people is one of the consequences of computerization. The privacy of humans can be invaded by the vast computer data network. And computers have made life more complicated and stressful. Now we will move to our next topic. Our next topic is genetic engineering. Genetic engineering has got many positive sides. At the very beginning, we can state that genetic engineering is the practice of manipulation the genes of an organism. It is a scientific practice that has been in place for millennia. It allows for a faster growth rate. It can create an extended life. Genes could be changed before a baby is born. It can improve the nutrition, taste and growth rate of crops. It can lead to crops which have natural pest resistance. It can help to begin producing new crops. It follows the same process we already use to create new resources. It can increase the number of croplands we have available. It may become possible to change humans' genetic characteristics. Specific traits can be developed. New products can also be created through genetic engineering. It is a process that could improve human health at the cellular level. It can boost the positive traits in every life form. It is used to produce crops that are more resistant to insects and diseases. It can be used to help current food resources to begin producing more of them. It would help to remove the quality of the soil. Now we will move to our next topic, that is the positive sides of genetic engineering. Greater yields can be produced by genetic engineering. Scientists may use genetic engineering to cure diseases. It could reduce the cost of food for the average household. Inherited illness would no longer exist. It would ensure that our food supply remains accessible. Genetic engineering gives us access to additional products that are useful. We could all have replacement body part. It allows patients to be treated with their own cells. And at the end we can tell that genetic engineering can be used to improve our current pharmaceuticals. So we have seen genetic engineering has got a lot of positive aspects. Now we will move to the negative effects of genetic engineering. At the very beginning, we can tell that it could be used for abusive purposes. Genetic engineering might make it possible for companies to copyright our food. It can put agricultural workers at risk for financial harm. Genetic engineering can reduce the amount of diversity in our food supply. There are ethical concerns about human genetic engineering. It could interact negatively with other species. Genetic engineering could create new diseases. Soldiers could be cloned from the genes of the strongest people. The nutritional value of food can be less. There can be negative side effects that are unexpected. Parents might want to choose their children's characteristics. This would be unnatural. The amount of diversity developed can be less favorable. copyrighted genetic engineering can have costly consequences. Society and human evolution would change completely. This knowledge and technology can be easily abused. Clones might be used like robots to do certain jobs. Genetic engineering can create less nutritional value in some food. It creates the potential for problematic pathogens. It creates the potential for unwanted side effects. It would create an unfavorable level of diversity. And at the end, we can tell that genetic engineering could create unpredictable outcomes. So these are the negative sides of genetic engineering. Now we will move to our next subtopic. Our next subtopic is computer games. We will look at some positive sides of computer games at the very beginning. Computer games have many educational benefits. They help children develop problem solving. Computer games help to learn analytical skills such as drawing conclusion, seeking alternatives, and making prediction. Computer games increase cognitive skills and encourage practical experience. They are designed to encourage creativity, initiatives, and mental power. Many computer games are used to teach and reinforce academic subjects. Computer games are designed to be entertaining. And at the end, we can tell that most computer games offer a multiplayer functions, inviting people to share their entertainment. These are the positive sides of computer games. Now, we will concentrate to negative aspects of computer games. At the very beginning, we can say that most computer games encourage violent tendencies such as aggression, antisocial behavior, and recklessness. There are many games which show graphic fight scenes where the most brutal is most applauded. The language of computer games tends to be very much violent. Computer games decreases interaction and social skills. Computer games can cause psychological and mental problems. As for example, it can cause tension. Computer games take up much of the children's leisure time. And at the end, we can tell that children spend a lot of time idly playing with computer games. Now, we will move to our next subtopic. Our today's next subtopic is nuclear power. Nuclear power also has got some positive sides. At the very beginning, we can say that the cost of nuclear energy is relatively low. It provides a stable base load of energy. Nuclear energy is surprisingly safe. Nuclear energy provides high level of consistent source of energy. It is an established technology. Fossil fuels like oil and gas are running out. Nuclear power has high energy efficiency. Nuclear power causes low greenhouse gas emission. Compared to coal, gas and other electric generating plants, nuclear offers the lowest by far in greenhouse gas release. It is incredibly high fuel to power output ratio. Nuclear energy produces relatively low levels of pollution. There are high levels of fuel availability. It is high energy density resource. It is a commodity that works with our existing system. Nuclear energy can support our greatest power needs. Waste cycling can reduce our current costs immediately. Nuclear power produces very inexpensive electricity once up and running. Nuclear energy doesn't rely on fossil fuels. Nuclear power provides a vast array of benefits to the economy. And at the end we can tell that it can be used to produce electricity without wasting natural resources. So these are the positive sides of nuclear power. Now we will look at some negative sides of nuclear power. So at the very beginning we can state that nuclear energy provides an ongoing threat to the environment. The fuel for nuclear energy is still a finite resource. Nuclear waste can be turned into weapons. Nuclear waste can contaminate groundwater supplies. The amount of land a current generation nuclear fission plant takes up is enormous. Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, Fukushima, Daiichi are disasters that nobody wants to experience ever again under any circumstances. There is currently no way to decontaminate the waste of nuclear power plant. Nuclear waste creates a highly toxic even after it has passed its goodbye date. The cost to build a nuclear power plant is extremely high. Back-end environmental impact is considerably higher. There is high upfront and end-stage cost. Nuclear energy might be the target for terrorism. It is not a renewable fuel resource. And at the end we can tell that nuclear waste disposal is a significant problem. Our next topic is mobile phone. Mobile phone has got a lot of positive and negative sides. At the very beginning we will look at some positive sides of mobile phone. The mobile phone is the most popular gadget in today's world. It has got high level of portability. We can have easy access to the web through mobile phone. It has revolutionized the way we communicate. We can have more savings using mobile phone. Constant communication between parents and children is possible due to mobile phone. Mobile phone has got great tracking system. It has got added safety for the users. We can have more responsible children due to mobile phone. Mobile phone can be used as powerful learning tool. It has got the feature of quickness and convenience of taking pictures. We can stay in touch with family, friends and colleagues wherever we are. Users can send messages, surf the net, take photos and listen to music using mobile phone. So these are the positive sides of mobile phone. Now we'll move to the negative aspects of mobile phone. At the very beginning, we can state that mobile phone facilitates increased sitting at school. Mobile phone poses heightened level of danger. Mobile phone can be problem in some public places. Mobile phone may also interfere with electronic equipment. Their waves could damage to our brains. Numerous mobile phones create more waste. Mobile phones can also be a dangerous distraction. Using a phone while driving reduces the driver's concentration. People have got addicted to mobile phones nowadays. Now we will move to our next subtopic of the day. Our next subtopic is space exploration. At the very beginning, we will look at some positive aspects of space exploration. Discoveries made as a result of space exploration have an immediate effect on our day-to-day lives, as for example, more efficient worldwide communication. Many countries suffer from overpopulation. In fact, space exploration is the only option in the future to deal with this crisis. With depleting natural resources, space exploration is the only alternative in the future and is quite justifiable. Any scientific advances in outer space can provide us with knowledge about the origin of the solar system. And at the end, we can tell that space exploration allows us to discover whether life exists anywhere else in the solar system or not. Space exploration has got some negative sides. Now, we will look at some negative aspects of space exploration. Space exploration imposes huge amount of cost. It is a burden on the taxpayers. The allocated budget could be better spent on basic needs of human being. There are more important social issues which need urgent attention like poverty, youth unemployment and pollution. Putting human life in danger to explore space is another concern of those who are against space exploration. Now we will move to our next subtopic. Our next subtopic is automation. At the very beginning, we will look at some positive aspects of automation. Main advantage of automation is higher product quality. Greater production capacity and higher output can be assured by automation. Automation has led to efficient use of materials and reduced factory lead times. We have fewer worker health problems nowadays. Automation has helped to reduce the workload and operational cost. Robots are used to perform a wide range of tasks that require speed, flexibility, and high level of precision. Labor-saving machines can be programmed to perform the same tasks over and over. Most production lines are repeatable and self-checking. Robots aren't impressed by human behavior. And at the end, we can tell that automation gives humans an opportunity to relieve from repetitive, hazardous, and unpleasant tasks. Though it has got many positive aspects, it has got negative aspects as well. Now, we will look at some negative sides of automation. The main disadvantages often associated with automation are unemployment, redundancies, and layoffs. Many workers have been displaced by modern technologies. High capital expenditure and ongoing maintenance costs require to invest in automated machines. And at the end, we can tell that purchased equipment become outdated and are not equally compatible with new devices. Now, we will move to our last subtopic of the day. Our next subtopic is cloning. Cloning has got many positive aspects. At the very beginning, we will look at positive sides of cloning. We can state that cloning could be used in various ways to benefit our lives of humans. Cloning is the use of a small amount of genetic material to produce an identical copy of a living organism. It helps infertile couples to bear children. It has great contribution to organ replacement. It allows for growing eminent individuals. Scientists can come up with a way to clone body organs which are an exact replica of an individual body organ. This would prove to be very beneficial to a person who may have lost a body organ such as a kidney. Cloning will certainly expand the scope of medicine greatly, thus enhance the possibilities of conquering diseases. Cloning could be used to increase the population of endangered species of animals. Cloning could certainly benefit couples who are infertile and want to have a child of their own. Parents could use cloning to produce a baby with their similar characteristics. Cloning could also provide a copy of his child for a couple whose child had died. In reality, cloning would be probably used by infertile people who now use donated sperm eggs, or embryos. Another goal of cloning is to produce livestock with ideal characters for the agricultural industry. It is potentially useful method of helping infertile, genetically at-risk or single people to become parents. Cloning human would also mean that organs could be cloned, so it would be a source of perfect transplant organs. Parents who are known to be at risk of passing a genetic defect to a child could make use of cloning. Cloning becomes a brave new step in fighting disease and improving the quality of life. Cloning could help improve the life of future generation. And at the end we can tell that cloning will provide a possible spin-off technologies related to reproduction, development and cures for deadly diseases. Though it has got a lot of positive sides, cloning has got some negative impacts on human being as well. Let's move to see the negative sides of cloning. At the very beginning, we can state that cloning comes with a degree of uncertainty. It is expected to bring about new diseases. It might lead to problems in organ rejection. It decreases gene diversity. It can lead to disruption of parenting and family life. It can cause a further divide. It will create unbalance in society. It poses the risk of being abused. The result on society would be unpredictable. The rich would get richer and the poor would disappear. It is an unpredictable and uncertain process. Here are unforeseen consequences that we can't predict. Cloned people could be treated like cattle. And at the end we can tell that children would still be in abusive situation. So these are the negative aspects. The main ideas related with our today's topic. Surely these ideas will help you to get better preparation for your IELTS examination. Hope you will watch our upcoming videos and get updated with ideas necessary for your IELTS examination. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. You can like the channel on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.